It's not often I get a package addressed to Turbo Cobra. Obviously when you see that, you know it's something from YouTube. So I got this from Ski Town, Michigan. Oh yeah. Little Paint Pimp Wildcard Customs sticker, and I might put that right there, cover up my mistake. And raisin bone. And a little note. Everything is bigger in Texas. Can I get an amen? Alright, since I got this sticker in, check out the sign project I did over the weekend for my niece and nephew were visiting from Alabama, and I made them a little something while they were here. And so, you know, it's very fitting that I got the Paint Pimp sticker. Check out the Paint Pimp inspired sign with candy paint and metal flake and diamond plate all in one sign. Alright, let's get into the project today. Alright, so I got this Navigator bumper cover working out a little trade on some other services with the owner of this vehicle, and I got this thing taken off last night, and it's got some peeling clear on it, as you can see. So my plan is to feather all this back, and you know, I know that's kind of risky, but this is like a 2004, and all they're really trying to do is get it, you know, cleaned up enough to be able to sell it. So we're just going to prime over that, and then throw a coat of paint and primer on this. I'm sorry, paint and clear on it, and be done with it. So I'm going to take this inner piece out, and just going to do the outside of it. So we'll make a little video, show you what we're doing, and go from there. Alright, got the bumper all scuffed down, getting it prepared, and made this little, just took some scrap stuff I had already cobbled together, different things on, and cobbled together some more stuff just where I don't know, made some kind of, I believe this is left over from like 3 years ago when we fabbed up brackets for the rear end to on the Mustang, where we had all the frame rails and all out, and we kind of rigged up a lot of bracketry to keep the car secure. So a little practicing on TIG welding, and this is what you get when you don't clean the metal, and this is what you get when you do clean the metal, using a little bit of silicon bronze rod, and just continue to try to practice and come up to speed on that. So anyway, just fix this up so I could, you know, have it something to clamp it to, and get all the way around it good. So we'll go ahead and get it set up to prime now. Alright, well, we got it all rigged up here, and not quite, you know, like what a professional would do, but it's rigged up there anyway. And I got this little Harbor Freight welding table here for like 59 bucks. There's a guy, somebody junior, that recommended it and sent me a coupon for it, and it's like $59 plus 25% off of that, and it worked pretty good for welding, and used it for that, and got it rigged up for this for now. So alright, we'll come back and throw some primer on this and get it sprayed. We're going to throw some adhesion promoter over the bare where I got down to the plastic inside the black primer, and then 2K primer all over these feathered out areas from the peel and clear. So hopefully there'll be no more peeling, and we got whatever you know, is delaminating taken care of. If not, it's not a big deal. This is gonna get traded into a dealership for another car. So and this is what it's off of. I think it's a 06 or 05 Navigator. Alright, well, we're gonna get it sprayed and go from there. Alright, we got the plastic spots sprayed down with some of this stuff. I believe it's all these are 1K, and they're lacquer-based products. I think RM or somebody does make a 2K version of this, but all the ones that you spray out of a can or whatever, 1K lacquer-based. A little bit of epoxy, you're gonna hit the plastic spots with that, and then we'll go to 2K primer. little spot prime with epoxy. All right, well, we got 2 coats of primer on it, and just letting it bake a little while in the sun, and we'll sand it in the morning and go ahead and base and clear it. So, all right, well, we got it all in 2K primer and blocked out with 400, and then just went back over it quickly with 600, and so, you know, just 2K primer on all the spots that had the peeling clear that we feathered back. So I'm just about out of urethane reducer, and almost may not have enough to mix with the base. So I'm using epoxy as a sealer, and because you can use acetone to thin that with instead of urethane reducer like regular urethane sealer. So the problem with that is there's a couple of spots where doing all this sanding on the primer, I went back through the, like, I don't know if that's showing up on the camera, where it's, that right there is down to the base. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'll go over it lightly, 1 coat with the epoxy sealer, just dust it on, and come back with a little medium coat, and then go to base and see what happens. All right, we'll come back and show you as we make progress. All right, well, got it all painted up. Kind of skipped ahead here in the video because ran into a couple of issues, and for whatever reason, when you start having issues when you're trying to paint, the last thing you're doing is messing around with the video camera. But the first thing is I use the epoxy on there as a sealer, and I've used it as a sealer before, but I messed up, and I tried to turn the air pressure down and turn the volume down, the fluid volume, and because I really just wanted to mist a light coat on there, and I think I screwed up by turning the air pressure down, because it came out with a very light, kind of droplets, and created some texture that I was never able to recover from. The only thing I could have done was, waited half a day or 24 hours and sanded it down and resealed it and sanded the texture out of it. So I got some texture in it. It's a little more than the factory texture, although you can see, I don't know if it's showing up in this light, this has got some texture, this has got a little more than that. The match is it's a little off, but maybe when this thing gets washed it will match up better. So I'm gonna do a quick buff job on this just to get a little bit of the texture out. I got a couple of small saggers in it. There's one right there, and a little bit of trash in it in a couple of spots right there, and there's a little sag going on right there. So I don't have it bolted all the way back up yet. You can see the gap. I'm going to pull it back down a little bit, but I wanted it on the car and bolted somewhat up so I can buff on it, because the thing's just too flimsy to try to buff it on a stand. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up and get this uploaded. So good learning experience on this. First time I've done any kind of a panel, job. And these people just want to trade this car in. It's pretty rough. And they're looking to trade it in, and it had a lot of bubbling on the clear. So at least it's presentable now. They can probably get at least $500 more on a trade for it, maybe even more than that. So all right, that's a wrap.